All right, guys. Thank you. I'll try to wrap it up. I know we've been in here for like 2 hours, so I won't take too much time. I just want to start out by saying, in my past 2 years of ship, I've been involved in our STEM events, La Fam, ALE, some of the studios, and all the socials, but that's not really what I want to just capitalize on today. I want to talk to you about mainly what I want to do as a academic coordinator and how I want to greatly improve the role. This is not an attack on any previous coordinators, but I simply believe that this role should be doing much more than it has done in previous years. I want to begin by saying that I want to work more closely with our vice president to start it off. I remember my first year of attending national conference, I was not adequately prepared, to put it short. I was still editing my resume, not beforehand, still having people look over it. I was printing out resumes at the hotel lobby the day before. And then even, considering LinkedIn, which is a pretty big thing at conference, everyone is on LinkedIn, everyone wants to add you. I didn't even know what it was until I was waiting in line for, one of the lectures they have there. So what I want to try to develop, working closely with the VP this year, is develop maybe a spreadsheet or an Excel sheet where everyone can see who has signed up. Like for example, let's see, if Dom has had his resume reviewed, if he's on LinkedIn, if he has an elevator speech ready, and so forth. And I think being just prepared this way would be a great benefit for all the members and help them land the internship that we really need. Next step would be improving the weekly slides that are provided in the meetings, whether that would be virtual the next semester or physical, either or. I want to provide at least one internship or full-time position because we do have a lot of seniors and all the juniors, sophomores looking for that special summer internship or even co-ops. Those scholarship opportunities, and even on-campus research, which could be a part-time thing, but as long as it helps you build your resumes, what is really important to me. And also, as a JOPA ambassador, I receive weekly and monthly opportunities, which I could directly provide to the club. And those opportunities aren't only just engineering, they're also in CS, even some in business and marketing internships and full-time positions. So this could also help out branching out the people we see in our club, not just engineers. Regarding the study sessions we constantly have, I want to continue to improve that as well. In the past, I know we've always had them in the library somewhere, science engineering library or the main. But honestly, sometimes, I know people didn't attend, and I personally also didn't attend just because it's out of the way. It's not in our commute, it's too far from where we park, and can sometimes, just not be within reach, or it's out of our way, as mentioned. I've talked already to the building manager, Mia, which I work closely with, and she said holding these study sessions in the building with one of the rooms she manages wouldn't be a big deal at all. So we could have the meetings within the engineering building where a lot of us always are. And same thing goes for also the someone in the studios for the finals. I've also mentioned that only possible issue could be having it overnight, because I know we're in there late at night studying for finals, till 3, 4 a.m. sometimes. So, and if that isn't possible, I'll continue to reserve the really big room for all of the members we have and continue that process. Finally, I'm aware that sometimes academic coordinator is not the busiest role per se, compared to treasurer or maybe ALE when their event is coming up. So more times on my hand, I want to make sure I'm allocating my time to where it's needed. Let's say, for example, if ALE needs help with a workshop or LaFam, I'm there to support them. If treasurer needs help with spring fleeing or coming up with fundraising ideas, I'll be there too. So I just want to make it clear that wherever we need help or attention, I'll be there. And this goes for e-board members and even journal body members who might need help with something, applying internships, scholarships, or research positions. Thank you for your time, and I hope you like me as your academic coordinator for this year.
Hey, thank you, Alejandro. Applause. So we'll open up the floor now to questions. So who would like to ask the question first from everybody? Elizabeth, feel free to go ahead and ask a question away.
Hi, Alejandro. So first of all, really liked your speech. It makes my heart happy as a previous coordinator seeing someone take the position so seriously, especially wanting to expand from it. My question is that you mentioned kind of going more with the slides and maybe promoting a couple more like internship opportunities and kind of taking that on as your role. I was wondering how you were planning on doing it, if you were just going to do it at the general body slides, like body meetings, or if you were planning on collaborating with the executive board members. I know you talked a little about BDP, but I was wondering a little more on like general promotion of these things, if you had a plan for that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great question. As you mentioned as well, weekly slides, that'd be a big thing. And I know in the past we've mainly done, in most meetings, we've only done one slide where just like, a scholarship showcase or internship showcase. So I want to have, at least multiple slides. And I know sometimes members can't attend because of work or they got to study for an exam. So I want to have, maybe my section of the newsletter as well, work on that with the treasurer. So they can see, where internship opportunities are, have the links there to apply, scholarships links, apply there, research links, apply there. And just making sure everyone has access, even if you can't attend the meetings.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
All right, thank you. So anybody else that would like to ask a question? Well, I have a question, and that'll probably be the last one before we move on. Just due to time. So one of my questions is, so academic coordinator, one of the responsibilities aside from study sessions and whatnot is also having tours, but tours specifically for industry tours or lab tours across to prepare our members either for industry or for research if they want to prepare at school. So what have you thought about this specific topic, and how would you go ahead and deliver?
Good question. I think regarding tours is a really great, example of maybe even setting your foot in the industry. I know a lot of members who went on tours at national convention and got an internship that way. So of course they were, a really big step for us. I think the way I would go about it for sure is reaching out to alumni. For example, I know we have a lot of alumni at Raytheon, some at PepsiCo, areas in Arizona which are really accessible to us. So I think collaborating with alumni, seeing if we have a way that could sponsor maybe a bus to attend these tours. And so keeping that in hand, and even with our current sponsors, maybe go to our current IBM headquarters, that'd be really cool. So just constantly building those connections you already have with current alumni and sponsors.
All right, thank you so much, Alejandro.
Thank you.
So that looks like it finishes up for Alejandro. So Alejandro,